if you were assaulted through a dating app, it's not your fault.
Now, with the mass Tinder date scam, dozens of men, they showed up for a date with one woman, only to find out she wanted them to compete for her love. And ABC's Eva Pilgrim is here now with more on
meeting. I'm wondering, what recommendations do you have for me?
Sure. Looking at the data, be less kind of happy.
In a world where love is just a swipe away, Tinder is the largest dating app where people interact and select dating partners. Over 190 countries allow the use of Tinder, covering 56 languages, thus making it the largest app. While many argue that Tinder has revolutionized the dating landscape, there is a darker side that lurks behind the glamour. For instance, the risks of personal safety, finances, objectification, catfishing, and commitment anxiety are a few issues that come with Tinder. Although many profiles are labeled fake, however, others are real. Despite several serious allegations, the app is thriving. But this success is not short of a darker side, which is having an adverse effect on users' emotions and wallets. Moreover, certain features are also forcing users to raise eyebrows. So let us set some light on the dark side of Tinder. Perfection is an illusion mastered by Tinder. Since user profiles and looks are nothing but carefully crafted, bearing filtered images, this makes the app an illusion of a perfect match. Thus, it creates a sense of unrealistic expectation that has adverse psychological impacts once this illusion is shattered. Likewise, it creates an allure of perfection as people present the best version of themselves. As a result, our idea of reality is distorted by going through such a long list of perfect individuals. Tinder has changed the whole idea of dating. People are more than pictures. So the illusion of finding the perfect person impacts our natural experiences and acceptance of people as they are in reality. Many individuals trick other people on Tinder, shadowing doubts about the use of the app. They present false information, highly edited images, and appear in a way they actually aren't. Moreover, there are no checkpoints established by Tinder to stop users from providing false information, thus fueling catfishing. Therefore, such a relationship developed on pretenses leads to heartbreaks and disaster. Additionally, this is not a hypothesis, as there are numerous cases of catfishing. So, Tinder users are advised to remain skeptical and extra alert while finding a match. The abundance of choices on Tinder is creating a culture of commitment phobia. The swipe-based option sets a feel of a grass is green mentality, where users keep on searching for a better version. Thus, the search for a perfect match never ends and badly affects lasting true connections. Therefore, a culture of instant gratification is hampered by disposable relationships. Users spend time looking for a new partner as soon as they find a slight negative of their existing partner. The psychological effect does not end with finding the wrong person. Imagine a teenager looking for a match on Tinder but does not find one. On the other hand, all their friends are happily meeting someone. It will create a massive self-doubt hole, which becomes bigger with each passing day of not finding a match. Such self-doubt lowers self-esteem, which will have a negative impact on the social life of individuals. On the flip side, even if you get a match, the chances of making a successful life out of it are also negligible, so it becomes a lose-lose situation, leading to doubting your abilities. Tinder is just another online app that uses algorithms to customize users' experiences. However, it is based on dishonest marketing practices, which take advantage of users' desire to find a partner. Therefore, when a user fails to find a suit, targeted advertising and premium features lure them into making payments to the app beyond their budgets. Moreover, people are emotional beings. They are always looking for their perfect better half, and they easily fall prey to paying unnecessary subscription fees, which is never required in the first place. Although not presently, many users have started talking about apps like Tinder using search data of users to develop ads to lure them into making undesired decisions. One of the biggest threats to any user on Tinder is the lack of privacy. As soon as you swipe right, your personal information, including your address or distance, is presented like a cake on the plate, thus making your personal information available to any stalker and putting your security at risk. Although much has been said and created to make the app more secure and prevent user privacy leaks, they cannot ensure a foolproof privacy tool. Therefore, making users' privacy vulnerable in a digital world where people can trick you, is such a huge drawback that it needs an explanation. It's a myth created through deceptive marketing that you will find your soulmate on Tinder. However, the reality is that users have to spend hours accumulating many days of their lives to find a match. Since there are millions of profiles available on Tinder, if you match your interests, the possibility of living in another country is another issue. Despite claims that Tinder facilitates successful matches, statistics show disproportionate matching rates on the platform, depending on gender. It often compels users to turn to third-party apps in hopes of better results, consuming even more time and effort. The reality is that relying solely on Tinder's algorithmic matching is unlikely to pair you with someone who perfectly suits your interests. It is a platform that presents you with a match based on its background programming. Rather than a one-stop solution, Tinder offers just a starting point along the winding path of romantic discovery. Data consumption and its usage is another dark side of dating apps like Tinder. Since users have to mention their personal information to use the app, however, they remain unaware of the future use of data. Although apps have policies and procedures in place, the reality is different. Even if management is not involved in wrongdoing, hackers would. Therefore, data disclosure is not a thing to ignore, since it does not hurt users immediately but will eventually in the long run if your information is sold or there is a data breach. Unfortunately, many users do not know the legal implications of having a bad date through Tinder. Tinder is not responsible if you encounter fraud through their platform. Therefore, they will not pay for any damages that occur. So, if you want to have legal cover for dating a person from Tinder, the company requires you to inform them prior to setting a date. There are reports of numerous sexual assaults and even murders of people meeting through Tinder, meaning there is no background check for users opening an account on the platform. Serial sex offenders often use fake identities and personas to lure new victims after maligning previous ones. Moreover, since they deactivated their previous ID, they cannot even report them as they had already blocked them. Despite all these cases available, Tinder is yet to develop checks that will help reduce authenticity problems on its platforms. In addition to psychological implications, Tinder has a cost as well. Many users, when they are unable to find a match through a free subscription, will then subscribe to the paid features of the app in hopes of finding a date. However, the reality could remain the same, as you have already fallen into a virtual trap. Moreover, you are not only now trapped emotionally, but financially as well. Such an extra burden on your wallet is bound to have a negative impact on your overall health also. The emotional trauma and self-doubt created in the minds of people have effects that go a long way down their lives, resulting in a society of doubters and short-tempered people who see life through the mirror of swiping right or left. In short, not all that glitters is gold. Let us know what topics we should cover next in the comments.